I watched it unfold on the grainy security feed. The moment everything shifted, her hand rested lightly against his chest, his lips brushing hers beneath the chandelier I had chosen. In the building I paid for, the same lobby where we used to collapse into laughter after midnight grocery runs. She kissed him like I'd never been there at all, as if I were nothing more than a placeholder in a life she'd already rewritten. But I didn't rage, didn't storm in, didn't demand explanations or beg for clarity. I just sat there and watched, silent, still, and when it was done, I stood up and began erasing myself. By 4:17 a.m., I was gone. Every trace of me had vanished. My clothes, my books, the record player I carried up 3 flights of stairs, even the photo from Santorini she'd insisted we hang above the bed. Gone. I left the ring box open on the dresser, empty. No note, no goodbye, only silence, the kind that clings to you in the quiet hours and chews through your chest, the kind that never really lets go. I didn't leave a forwarding address. Burned the bridges without ceremony. No mutual friends left to carry pieces of me back to her. I deleted everything, vanished, reborn under a name she would never recognize, a voice she would never hear again. I buried the man I was and built something new, something harder, sharper, untouchable. I became a ghost in the corporate machine, one she could never trace, never reach. Back then, I was just another analyst with a half-formed dream, and she was the woman I thought I'd grow old with. 2 years of rent splits, inside jokes, playlists made on rainy evenings, and toothpaste kisses. She hummed when she brushed her teeth, always left a single sock tangled in the sheets. I loved her for all of it, every habit, every quirk. I thought love like that was enough. But sometimes, all it takes is one moment, a single flame, to reduce years into ash. That kiss was the match. I didn't look back, didn't let her see me unravel. I just kept walking forward, step by brutal step. I funneled the ache into ambition, turned heartbreak into discipline, and from the wreckage of what she broke, I built something towering. 9 years later, I sat at the head of a long glass table in a Skyline office wrapped in steel and silence. I wasn't scheduled to be in that interview. It was for an executive marketing role, something below my usual purview. But something pulled me that morning, a shift in the air, a quiet tug in the ribs. And then she walked in. Her hair was longer now, her eyes dimmer, like someone who had known storms but not survived all of them. Around her neck still hung that necklace I bought off a street vendor in Florence, the one she once called her lucky charm. Maybe the luck had run dry. She didn't recognize me at first. Why would she? Everything about me had changed. My name, my voice, my stillness, the armor I'd learned to wear. But when I leaned forward and said her name, I watched it all collapse behind her eyes. Her hands trembled. She fumbled with her resume, tried to answer my questions but kept stuttering, searching my face for something, remorse, softness, mercy. I gave her none, only cold, clinical precision. That was the first strike. That night, the phone started ringing. Blocked number. Over and over. By morning, my screen lit with 143 missed calls. I didn't answer a single one. Instead, I studied. I learned where she worked, who she worked for, quietly bought out her employer, pulled the strings behind the curtain until her job offers began disappearing one by one, until the industry turned cold to her. Doors that used to open now stayed shut. 3 weeks later, she showed up in the lobby of my building. Not to kiss anyone this time, just pacing, panicked, trying to piece together the sudden unraveling of her world. Security asked if I wanted her removed. I said no. Let her see. Let her stand beneath the marble and glass, beneath the weight of what she unknowingly forged. Let her feel the hum of the empire she'd helped awaken with her betrayal. I met her outside. She looked older now, smaller somehow. You disappeared, she said. I tilted my head. No, I said. I evolved. Tears welled up, balancing on her lashes. I'm sorry, she whispered. It was a mistake. I didn't know what I was doing. You kissed him like I never existed, I said softly. So now you don't. She reached for me, fingertips trembling. I stepped back. Good luck, I said. You'll need it. She tried to smear me after that. Crafted a version of events where I was some cold-blooded villain from her past. But the story never stuck. I'd been too careful, too quiet, too clean. Eventually, her voice disappeared beneath the noise of her own irrelevance. And me, I kept going. Not for revenge. That fire had long since turned to ash. What remained was purpose, precision, peace. Sometimes I pass that old building. The lobby's different now. New floors, new lights, no cameras anymore, no shadows left, just reflections. And mine looks like peace. Not the kind you stumble into, the kind you build from nothing, from silence, from the end of a love that never really saw you in the first place.